The Battle of Mississippi, the Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some aren't thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rebels offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew an Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking, yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy, but last year, Hotty Toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cunningham. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Cunningham. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Running inside. It's Frazier. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. And the Rebels are marching down the field.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cunningham. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
A lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. So Mississippi State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. They've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Taylor wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw it. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit, because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned.
There's some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Bulldogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll keep it again on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here's a give to Frazier. And they swarm him under. And the Rebels want to move quickly. To the air, it's Bailey. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. Runs through a man. He might have space. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run inside. It's Frazier. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Being chased. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things you can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
A first down here would really give them some breathing room. It's 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
On the delay, it's Crosby. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers went through. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. 3rd and 4. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Using his feet. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Taylor wants to throw it. They're working that left side. Strong, firm tackle. Following Ole Miss 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the Golden Egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the left. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Pucks it out of the air.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with UL Monroe taking on the South Alabama Jaguars.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half, his message to his team, this is our Super Bowl. Neither team headed for the college football playoff, and so this rivalry matchup will be the most important game they can win for the rest of this season. He believes they have the intensity and the focus to make it happen, but they have to get off to a good start here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Rebels offense is back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Complete. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the delay, it's Wilson. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
With the catch, it's Taylor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Crosby. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Off to the races. Touchdown Rebels. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, open up spots on the field, and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward.
Might have a chance. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Into the house. Touchdown Bulldogs. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him. There's continue.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the red zone, looking for a space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Unleashes one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it with Wilson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Taylor wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Find some fresh air. There's a crease. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Run in the red zone. It's Crosby. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've got a fever, and what they want is more cowbell, and they are getting it as the Bulldogs stretch the lead.
Hail State, explosive plays all over the field, David. They are running away with this thing.
And I guarantee you all the Ole Miss fans are saying, get those cowbells out of my face, because they are excited and they've got something to cheer about.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
That's caught. It's Cook. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here comes the heat. It's caught downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cunningham. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. He's got him this time. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to throw on third down. Unleashes to the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. To the air, it's Bailey. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Here's the snap, looking to throw. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
1 minute left to play. Plenty of time if they can recover this onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means